Thanks, Steve, and thanks for Andy. Thanks, everybody, for pulling this together. I can't really put into words how humbling and emotional it is to be involved today with such a momentous and important project as securing Hillsborough Law for future generations. So never again will we see the establishment be able to do what they did in 1989 to so many people, and indeed the city and its class and our class. The giants who fought for justice who are no longer with us, I hope, will be watching down with pride at what will be a fitting legacy for their efforts, ensuring no other families will go through what they were put through. Along with the aims of Hillsborough Law, another key element which must be addressed must be ensuring that the lies and smears constructed by the South Yorkshire Police Force and their willing accomplices in the media and the political arena consigned once and all forever to the dustbin of history where they belong. In November, I launched the Real Truth Legacy project with this in mind, and it consists of two main elements. The first is a political education toolkit, which can be spread through the trade union movement, constituency Labour parties, like-minded organisations that are interested in learning more about the real truth about Hillsborough, which was the greatest miscarriage of justice this country has ever seen. The second element of the programme, what you touched on, Steve, is to make the entire story of Hillsborough part of the national curriculum. This would include a dedicated Hillsborough Day, which would take place on the nearest Friday, running up to the anniversary of the tragedy. I've gathered support from across the Houses of Parliament with the early day motion I put down in November, calling for Hillsborough, which was a national disaster, to be part of the national curriculum. And on the back of the question that I asked the Prime Minister, again in November, we've secured meetings in a couple of weeks' time with ministers, Ministers of Education, with the aim of achieving that goal and working really closely, locally with the Mayor of Liverpool, and hopefully over the next few months we'll see that come to fruition. Now, I'm really looking forward to working with all on this call who've both participated and watched in making the Real Truth Legacy project a success and ensure that the legacy of Hillsborough is never forgotten by future generations and the lessons learned are never forgotten. I'd like to finish by thanking all involved in the fight for truth and justice over the last 33 years. And also touch on a thanks to Kevin Sampson, Maxine Peake, Stephen Walters and the Williams family for the magnificent production of Anne and telling the story, which I'm sure, I'm convinced after watching it this week, the resonance it's had across the country, that it do so much to embed the real truth around Hillsborough, and hopefully will now be understood what Hillsborough was and what it was about. Justice for the 97, Hillsborough Law Now. Thanks, Steve.